Hey, it started. I was a bit slow there and realised it started. You might hear some sounds in the side here because my cat is having a good lick. He's licking himself and making some noises. So you might hear that on the microphone. If you do, it's not me being weird. It's the cat making some noise. Right, so I'm back to do another reaction. This has been suggested to me by, let's just check the name of the person who suggested it. It's a chap by the name of Emiliano. Basically on Instagram, his username is Emiliano5459, and he asked me to do reaction to this La Oración del Remanso by Nahuel, Pennisi and Ligia, Piro. I'm guessing those are the people who are doing the actual the music part of it. And I've just did a quick check on Google. La Oración del Remanso means the prayer of the backwater. Apparently, the prayer of the backwater. It looks like some kind of classical thing. I literally just saw 1 second of it as I was downloading it, so it's going to be interesting. I'm not sure it's going to be like to people that interesting to other people, but I don't mind checking. I mean, I'm sure there's lots of channels who just try and check out the big bands, you know, the ones that get lots of views. But I'm happy to check out anything people ask me to check out, I'll check it out. So the lesser known kind of stuff, the stuff that's more of a niche kind of interest, like operas, whatever, classical, folk, you know, I'm happy to check it all out. So let's just find this video and yeah, see what I think of it. It looks like a live performance kind of thing. Here we go.
Una persona maravillosa. Su voz me cautivó y su forma particular de tocar la guitarra. Lo quise invitar a cantar la oración del remanso de Fan del Mole. Habla de un Cristo ya crecido, pescador, ese viejo Cristo que está en cada uno de nosotros para ser mejor persona, nada más que eso. Quiero invitar a mi amigo Nahuel Pennisi a cantar conmigo. Vestido de verde como el árbol de Navidad.
Claro. Muchas gracias, Ligia. Buenas noches para todos. Es una alegría enorme compartir con vos esta noche, esta última noche, este regalo de Papá Noel.
Sí,
Son todos ustedes que están acá. Feliz Navidad para todos.
A lot of talking there. I didn't understand a word of any of that, but I'm guessing they're just introducing themselves and introducing the song, maybe. Yeah, I see it's one of them guitars you play when it's, you know, not played in the usual fashion. It's played like over the knee, like lying flat. So that's an unusual style. You do see that every now and again. I don't know if there's a special word for that type of guitar playing. I'm not too sure if there's a particular reason why some people play it like that. Yeah, I'm not too. Yeah, let's just watch it anyway and listen to it.
No le contamos a la gente que estamos grabando los 3 conciertos, así que si aplauden fuerte y gritan también van a quedar divinos en el disco.
Así que hagan quedar bien, cuando tenemos el tema aplaudan.
Claro. Y vamos a cantar lindo.
Vamos a cantar lindo.
Vos también.
Soy de la orilla brava del agua turbia y acorrentada que baja hermosa por su barrosa profundidad. Soy un paisano serio, soy gente del remanso valerio que donde el cielo remonta vuelo en el Paraná.
Sigo el agua mansa y su suave danza en el corazón, pero a veces oscura va turbulenta en la sierra.
pienses que nos perdiste, que la pobreza nos pone tristes, la sangre tensa y uno no piensa más que morir.
Agua del río viejo, llévate pronto este canto lejos, que está aclarando y vamos pescando para vivir. Llevo mi sombra alerta sobre la escama del agua abierta y en el reposo vertiginoso del espinel. Sueño que alzo la proa, subo a la luna en una canoa y allí descanso hecha un remanso mi propia piel.
Alma de mis dolores, ay Cristo de los pescadores, dile a mi amado que está penado de esperarme, que ando pensando en ella mientras voy vadeando las estrellas, que el río está bravo y estoy cansado para volver.
Cristo de las redes, no nos abandones. Hielos espinels, déjanos tus dones.
Quick pause. I was thinking about it all the way play all the way through actually, but yeah, I've gone with it now. Yeah, interesting. It took a long while to start up. There's obviously a little bit of introduction, and there was a bit of a laugh going on. There's obviously made a joke of some sort. Yeah, interesting guitar playing style, lying on its side. I have seen people do that before. I can't work out who the people sitting behind them are. It's like I was thinking, are they part? Is it like some kind of backing musicians? I was trying to see if they've got any instruments, but they're sitting at a very weird angle to the actual performers. They're sitting facing one way, while the performers are facing forwards, and it's like, what is that? Is that the seating arrangement? Everyone sits at right angles behind the. It's just like very strange. Yeah, I can't quite work out what those people behind are there for. They don't look like they're to watch the performance because they're not looking particularly. They're looking forwards. It's a very straight. I was thinking they might be musicians themselves, like who maybe have joined in for some tracks. But why would they be sitting facing the other way? Why would I not be facing in the same direction that the performance is? Going out to. So it's a bit confusing. But music-wise, yes, it's just a nice little duet. Beautiful guitar tone. Yeah, I guess it's some kind of like folk or traditional kind of style music. Just a nice laid back sort of I don't know, a ballad maybe. Just nice and just guitar doing its thing. The guy's voice height is quite high. He's got quite like a highish pitch. Yeah, obviously they can both carry a tune. They can both carry notes. Far as I can tell, what do I know about singing? But they both sound very musical with their voices. Yeah, good pitch and range and all that kind of thing. All seems to be in key. I haven't got a clue what they're singing about. A prayer towards something, was it? I can't remember what I read now. I read it in the blinking description in the translation. Now I can't remember what it was I said. I'm sure it was a prayer to do with something or other. But yeah, I can't remember what it was now. That's the kind of memory I've got. But yeah, no, it's just interesting, sort of decent stuff. Not a wild performance, but it seems very intimate kind of performance. They seem like on the same level as people watching them. It's not like they're up on a stage. It doesn't seem like they're in the middle of a room with people sitting around, even facing different directions. Yeah, it seems like quite small. It's like in the introduction, it seemed like it was a small room event rather than a big performance production kind of thing. And it looks like it's just being filmed by one person sitting there with a camera or an iPhone or something like that, or any kind of phone. But yeah, the sound is good. The sound is fine though. But yeah, it's interesting. But yeah, this is a very intimate kind of looking performance. So I'm not sure if this is I don't know, a special performance, or this guy is not that well known, and he's this guy and this lady are not well known, and they're playing to a small audience, or maybe it's like a special they put on, or maybe it's an early performance before they got big. If they are big, even I'm not sure if they are, but I see why not, because it sounds like, you know, decent stuff. This is your kind of music. It's obviously not my kind of music, but I don't mind it. It's yeah, you can tell they know what they're doing. You can tell the guy can play the guitar. You can tell they can both carry a note to satisfaction. But yeah, good, interesting, laid back, tuneful, kind of peaceful. Maybe a hint of melancholy. Maybe I think just anything that's sung like passionately and yeah. And like a slow kind of pace, it's got that melancholic feel to it. It's not like it doesn't feel like passionate, like like a love song or something like that. It feels more like just from the tone of it, it feels more like, I don't know, a yearning kind of song, or like a nostalgia kind of song, thinking about, you know, that's just my impression. I mean, I could be completely and utterly wrong. Obviously, we have a comment section down below that you feel free to let me know anything that I don't. No comments will go unanswered, even the ones that tell me I'm stupid, which is more than I'd like to have, be honest. But anyway, let's just get on with this.
Piensas que nos perdiste, que la pobreza nos pone tristes, la sangre tensa y uno no piensa más que morir. Agua del río viejo, llévate pronto este canto lejos, que está aclarando y vamos pescando para vivir. Agua del río viejo, llévate pronto este canto lejos, que está aclarando y vamos pescando para vivir.
Right, get a better feel of it now, because yeah, I'm sure before there's been like someone who used to play like that with a guitar on its side, and they were blind, and I think that guy was blind as well, from the way he was helped out by people, and I kind of like, yeah, so he's maybe they're laying it on its side, you get a better feel for it or something. Yeah, I'm not too sure why that is, but yeah. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that guy was blind or partially sighted. And when the lights went up, I got a better idea of what was going on behind them. It was like it was a stage, wasn't it? It was a stage, and there was an orchestra behind them by the looks of it. And I'm guessing the ones behind were all facing wherever the conductor would be. Although there were some celloists who seemed to be facing the same direction. But it's something to do with the stage setup for an orchestra. But yeah, for some reason they weren't doing anything in that song. So that's kind of interesting. Was it like a breakup in the middle of the orchestra for that couple to come on and do their stuff? I'm not too sure what that was about, but it was interesting anyway. I guess maybe it was like a performance with lots of different things going on, maybe lots of different acts. So maybe someone would come on and do something for, like, they come on to do one song, and like what's the variety, like a variety performance. So you've got the orchestra doing stuff, you've got that chap and lady coming on to do a song. Maybe there was a few other bits that came in, different bits. Yeah, I really can't guess, but yeah, feel free to tell me if you know in the comments down below. But yeah, it was just, song-wise, it was just a nice, decent, thoughtful kind of sounding song. You know, good singing, good guitar playing. It sounded to me, like I said, like you know, like a slightly maudlin, just because it was so sort of slow, and just that tone makes me think they're singing of like yearning or nostalgia or something like that, or and it wasn't like upbeat, passionate like a love song would have sound like to me. Let me just quickly go into check what the title of the track was again. So the prayer of the backwater. So maybe there was a religious aspect to it, or maybe it was, so the backwater, they're talking about like out there in the countryside. So maybe people in the countryside, the struggles of living in the countryside. I'm sure there are poor people. So maybe it was like to do with like the aspirations and hopes of the poor, maybe the backwaters, people living outside of the city. I'm completely just guessing. But just for that to talk about. Feel free to let me know down below. That was a cool, interesting song. Obviously not my cup of tea, but good to listen to. Nice, heartfelt, beautiful music. Cool. I can't think of anything else to say about it. But if you want to see that on its own, the link is down below if you want to go and check it out again yourself. And thank you for the chap who asked me to react to it, who was Emiliano5459 on Instagram. I am off. Thanks for watching this. I'll be back sometime soon with another reaction of some sort. And feel free to subscribe if you like. Feel free to support me on my Ko-fi page, my Patreon page, if you want to help me out with my costs. But equally, feel free not to bother. Right, I'm out of here.